I'll move up to the one I had number 3, I guess, which is Ghoul by Steve. Yeah, I think this park is pretty, you know, pretty much speaks for itself. The architecture is really good, you know, some unique style. Definitely really handled. I mean, this is kind of an underrated part of this. I think as the backstage is really done well, feels fresh. The architecture, you know, really was nice. I mean, Steve has this this ability to make sort of simple shapes feel really complex and stuff, and does a really good job with his architecture. It's all really nice. You know, the station was really cool. Definitely fit the theme. And got some good interaction, which I really liked. The colors of the coaster were good. I don't really know if I get the Ghoul name. It doesn't really feel like us. Like, I mean, I guess there's obviously the Halloween, but I don't know. That was kind of a weird naming thing for me, because I mean, you're not gonna have a Halloween. I mean, I guess. I don't know. It doesn't really feel like Halloween themed enough. Like, I don't know. That was kind of a weird thing for me, theming wise. I mean, I guess people may say I'm hypocritical with this, but I think the foliage is way kind of overdone in this park. Way too much sort of grass and trees kind of overwhelmed me a little bit. I don't know. I had this park open. I have a natural reaction to repaint some of these trees because it's so, I feel like, distracting, in my opinion. I mean, I like what he was trying to do, but I think he might have gone overboard a little bit when it comes to the color of some of these trees. I don't know. I mean, I think he did a really good job, but, and you know, I said this before, but I think foliage is a very subjective part of RCT, because it's sort of depending on kind of the way you look at parks and what you're used to seeing, and you know, stuff like that. But I don't know. I definitely think. I mean, the foliage was a kind of an interesting idea, but I definitely prefer this park without the crazy colors, personally. I think it makes it much easier to look at. I don't know. Already, I feel like this looks much better in my opinion than you know. And it still feels sort of like fall, because she has some of the odd colored trees and stuff that you could have, you know, I don't know. It's sort of a minor thing, I guess. And I guess another problem people have with this, there's no like other rides, it seems, around this. And you feel like you need like a flat ride, or you know, some sort of thing, some sort of supporting ride. I mean, you have the dark ride here, but I don't know. For a supporting ride, that's such like an awkward choice, I guess. And it's indoor too, so you don't really get that, you know, that park feel. I don't know. Maybe you could have added a flat like over here or something, but I don't know. There's some really nice stuff. The architecture is really good. It's definitely the highlight of this. Probably some of the best architecture in the context. I don't know. I mean, you could have. What I'm trying to say is that you could have made it feel like fall, and not have every single tree be, you know, pink or blue or orange or yellow, or, you know, I think you went a little bit overboard with the colors of the trees here. I mean, I said that right before, is that I think foot is really subjective in RCT, so you can never really get it to please everybody. So yeah, overall nice. I think maybe as well is that there's a little bit too much of this underbrush. You know, it looks nice, but it, I don't know. Forge as a whole on this was kind of overwhelming to me. As someone who is famous for having too many trees, I don't know if I was okay with this level of treeage. I don't know. No, he didn't time out the block breaks here, so that's kind of annoying. But yeah, it's good. I think this is a little bit overrated. I think I give this more of a 75 than an 80. In my opinion, there's some nice stuff, but I don't know. It kind of was awkward to me, and hard for me to look at when trees were colored in the default manner. So